Hello, students. Today we are very fortunate. We have two delegates from Canada and the province, which lot of students ask, queried us that how we want to study in Alberta. And also, the institution name is the Northern Alberta Institute of Technology, NAIT. So today we have Rupinder Parhar ma'am from NAIT College, Edmonton. She has been working with NAIT College for more than 10 years in international department and other roles. And we have Farzana Shivji from international admissions, and she also have been at NAIT for more than 10 years. So NAIT is one of the top institution of Alberta and Canada. Lot of students want to study in this institution, but the major crux is how to get admission, what are the admission requirements, what kind of students they take, tuition fees, and what are the PGWP challenges right now we have seen, and how the SIP codes are aligned with their programs. तो आज के इस टाइम में this is very very important. We will communicate with them in both languages, English and Punjabi, with the Rupinder ma'am. So ma'am, welcome you to Jain Overseas.
Thank you so much for having us over. It's a pleasure to be here.
So ma'am, can you little bit explain about NAIT institution and also Alberta and Edmonton City?
So you've asked three questions in one question: NAIT, Edmonton, and Alberta. So hello everyone. मेरा नाम रुपिंदर है, and जितना इन्होंने दसिया, it's been 10 years since I've been working at NAIT, and so I am also an immigrant to Canada. मैं इत्थों ही गई हूँ उत्थे. And Alberta is a beautiful province. It is very, very welcoming. We have many immigrants who want to come to Alberta and settle there. NAIT, I would say, is not only a very good employer, but is also a very good polytechnic. मैं अपनी पर्सनल एक्सपीरियंस तो बता सकती हूँ, क्योंकि हमने इस रोल के अंदर 10 साल तक working there. As I said, in different capacities. I was with Student Information Services, जितने में domestic students, international students, I used to support them, and before moving to recruitment. So NAIT is, I would say, first of all, it's one of the top 10 research polytechnics in Canada. I love to promote NAIT because of one reason, that all the students that come to NAIT, they come and thank me in the end. They always say thank you so much for helping us out. They could make a bright future out of NAIT. The good thing, I'll just share some good factors about NAIT, is that we have very small classroom sizes. So साडे classrooms के अंदर जितना तुसी देखते हैं कि एक classroom के अंदर you have 200-300 students. We have like 25-30 students, depending on तुसी केड़ा program लिया है. And जेडे साडे instructors here, they're actually people from the industry. They are not like regular teachers who've been teaching all their life. They are people with the practical experience. So the education is very, very hands-on. जो थानू चाहिए है successful होने ਲਈ. So with all the new changes that are happening in Canada right now, that you need STEM-based courses to become a PR. So NAIT would be, I would definitely say, is one of the right choices to make when you're considering a program, because we do have so many programs that are still PGWP eligible. We have trades like carpentry, welding, plumbing, electrical installations. We have IT programs, computer engineering, business analysis, a lot of health sciences programs. So there's a lot of choices for you. And जब तुसी NAIT आंदे हाँ, we have so many service centers. There is a student service center. We have immigration advisors. We have academic advisors to support you, to guide you. And then जब तुसी उत्थे आके देखोगे तो थानू इदा लगूगा नहीं कि तुसी किसी पराए country जाए हैं. थानू इन्ने अपने चेहरे नजर आओगे उत्थे कि you will be, when I when I'm walking around the campus and I see so many students, I'm like, oh, I feel like I'm in a university in Chandigarh or Jalandhar or Amritsar. To be honest, that's a feeling that I get that I'm at home. It doesn't feel like I'm in Canada. And the same thing with the city of Edmonton. Edmonton is now my new home. Initially, मैंने लगा कि Canada is a new country. It will be difficult. It will be hard. But people are very friendly. We have very safe neighborhoods. It's very safe to walk outside, chahe din da vela, chahe raat da vela ya. And we have a very big, large Indian community there, Indian grocery stores. I can find पुराने ज़माने दी लिम्का दी bottles भी उत्थे मिल जाते हैं Indian stores there, which is really hilarious. And I'm like, oh wow, I'm pleasantly surprised. But it's really nice. I mean, it's also Alberta. There's so many other good reasons why you should consider Alberta, because our healthcare is free. We do not pay the provincial taxes. We only pay 5% taxes. So there are so many other benefits of living in Alberta, and the job opportunities are still there. So yeah, so I think I answered all the three.
Yes, and also North America's biggest shopping mall is also there, West Edmonton Mall.
West Edmonton Mall. Yes.
I've been at NAIT for 3 to 4 times, and when I go to the campus, like I was tired at the end of the day. It's such a big campus, huge infrastructure, modern laboratories are funded by the industry, by Petro-Canada, even by Apple. Computers are Apple computers are there. A lot of high-tech technology. And ma'am, Farzana, can you tell us about how is it easy to get admission in to work on those instruments with the infrastructure they have? Is a student from Punjab can easily get admission in those highly skilled programs over there?
Absolutely. Hello, everyone, and thank you for having me as well. From the admission side, we encourage applicants when they apply to give us their entirety of their education in India. It is very, very well recognized. We see many opportunities from students that are, from India applying to our programs. The foreign classes, your grade conversion, when we convert it to Alberta grade conversion, it really does provide them with many opportunities. So as Rupinder had mentioned, I understand with admissions, it's the classroom sizes that are very small. So it is focused on giving them more of that one-on-one and guiding them through. So applications coming early is what we always preach, giving us everything that you have. I think it's amazing opportunity for applicants from India to come to Alberta. We see many.
Yeah, and there is a myth, ma'am, about NAIT. There is a great myth about NAIT which I come across most of the times, that NAIT required mathematics grade 12 for every course. Because right now, with the changes in PGWB requirements, STEM courses, a lot of students who doesn't have grade 12 math, they have grade 12 English only and grade 10th math.
Yes.
Does NAIT provide so many options for them?
Absolutely. So the way our process works with applicants applying to NAIT is we actually take into consideration your grade 10 math from your secondary school certificate. Your grade 10 math is equivalent to Alberta Applied Math 30. So that is considered a grade 12 math for many and majority of our programs. So that definitely is not a barrier and definitely a myth.
Because I always tell the student that they required math for business, they required math for everything. I always tell them it's not like that.
Right.
Because that's why I ask, because a lot of students do come to us. So whenever they see this podcast, they can remove that myth.
Yes.
Because on the website it does say that you need grade 12 math, but it says that you need math 30-1, 30-2 or applied math 30. And when you see that, they obviously I can understand कि तुसी सोचते हो किसी grade 12 math चाहिए, but if a program says applied math 30, and then that is your grade 10 English or grade 10 math. So combination of your grade 12 English and grade 10 math, you will be eligible for quite a few programs at NAIT. Believe me or not, you can come to Jain Overseas and you can check with their staff and they'll let you know.
Yeah, there's Jain Overseas has been working with NAIT for more than 15 years now.
Yes, yes.
It has been a long journey, and really appreciate, and we have thousands of students in Edmonton
Yes.
who are supporting us, and whenever they visit our office in Edmonton also, because recently we have opened an office in Edmonton too, so we have a lot of students who come to our office for guidance to get admission. Even sometimes you just let you know that a lot of students from domestic also, they come to know that can you get us admission in pharmacy or these nurse healthcare courses in NAIT.
Yes.
I say those are very, very competitive.
Yes, you're definitely popular at NAIT. Yeah,
Thank you.
for sure.
And ma'am, Rupinder ma'am, as you have been working in international department, so what kind of, you have been across a lot of places, what kind of myths students are facing about Canada? Like, we are daily facing a lot of myths, a lot of negativity about Canada. So can you explain them that they don't believe on those things, do their own research?
Definitely, which is true, and I'm very surprised because the kind of stories that are spreading here in India. I was really shocked when I came to India to hear that, oh, but this is not true. So, जिद्दां कि किसी ने कहा कि the government no longer wants, or they've closed the PR pathway, which is not true. That is definitely a myth. I heard people say that the government doesn't want Indians to come to Canada anymore. That is definitely a myth, which is not true. We're sitting here for a reason, because we definitely want you to come to Canada, and we have lots of seats available. So मैं सिर्फ एक कोई एडवाइस दूंगी कि आई नो कि देयर यूट्यूब पे देयर आर अ लॉट ऑफ वीडियोस, people are posting a lot of their own personal experiences. Please do not listen to those personal experiences, or whatever they are sharing. People ਜਿਹੜੇ ਲੋਕੀ ਆ ਉਹ ਹਾਫ ਨਿਊਜ਼ ਸੁਣਦੇ ਆ ਤਾਂ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਡਿਫਰੈਂਟ ਤਰੀਕੇ ਨਾਲ ਇੰਟਰਪ੍ਰੇਟ ਕਰਕੇ ਉਹ ਅੱਗੇ ਸਪਰੈਡ ਕਰਦੇ ਆ। The yes, the government has made some changes. Kuch programs are no longer eligible for PGWP, but there is a reason for that. It's directly aligned with the industry need and the job market right now, which I'm sure will change in the future. But that doesn't mean that the PR pathways have closed. That is not true. Mr. Sumit Jain here is an RCIC, and he definitely will confirm that the PR pathways are still open. Even the work permit. So yes, spousal work permit change किया उन्होंने क्या कि जे तुसी bachelor's degree कर रहे हो the work permit will not be eligible, your spouse will not be eligible, only masters. But then उन्हों interpret इतना किया गया कि spouses, partners will never be able to come, which is not true. It's just that you initially come, you study for 2 years. एक प्रोग्राम तो ऐसा ना select करो जेड़ा PGWP eligible है, उसके बाद you are eligible for 3 years of postgrad work permit. You work for 2 years, and if you come to Alberta, then Alberta has its own nominee pathway programs as well. Then by the 5th year, you're now eligible to apply for your PR, right?
Yes.
And then by the end of the 5th year or 6th year, you are a PR, and then yes, you can invite your family, your partner, and then they can directly come to Canada as PRs. So it is not true. What I would like to say is that जब तुसी कोई news सुनते हो तो तुसी उदी source confirm करो. We have our gic.ca, the website, where you can go and you can confirm the news. Go to the right channels, or you can visit Jain Overseas and you can confirm whether that news is right or not. Or you can just reach out to NAIT directly, and तुसी सब तो पूछ सकते हैं. And please do not listen to all this that is spreading in the market these days.
And ma'am, now come to the NAIT. What are the courses at postgraduate level at NAIT? Because we usually see that NAIT is a post-secondary institute. What are the PG courses in NAIT have recently introduced?
So we do have some that have been introduced by our continuing education department. They are They are called Leadership and Professional Development Certificates. We have 4 certificates now that are eligible for BGWP. We have Leadership and Project Management, General, and for IT. Then we have Supply Chain Management, and then we also have Advanced Healthcare Leadership. So if you have already completed a bachelor's degree, then you can apply for one of these postgrad certificates, and you will be eligible for a study permit as well as for a postgrad work permit.
And ma'am, those students who are doing their grade 12, they are just giving their exams in March.
Right.
So if they want to study NAIT in UG courses, are they eligible to apply for conditional offer letters?
Definitely. ਜੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ 12ਵੀਂ ਕਲਾਸ ਚ ਪੜ੍ਹਦੇ ਹੋ ਤਾਂ you can definitely look at what courses, what program you want to apply to. Say you're interested in computer, no, not computer, that's the wrong example. Say you're interested in applying to our business analysis program, and the entrance requirement is grade 12 English and grade 10 math. क्योंकि ਹੁਣ ਤੁਸੀਂ grade 12 ਚ ਪੜ੍ਹਦੇ ਹੋ, ਤੁਸੀਂ based on your enrollment in grade 12 English, you can apply to the program. But yes, you do have to meet the IELTS or the Duolingo, the requirement. So ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ test ਉਹ ਦੇਣਾ ਪਏਗਾ, plus ਤੁਹਾਡੀ enrollment, that yes, I'm enrolled in these courses. Based on that, you will get your conditional acceptance. I do understand that they cannot apply for a study permit, but at least their seat will be confirmed in the program.
And NAIT is very, very competitive.
It is very, very
institution.
competitive.
And just so many programs are waitlisted. So what are the waitlisted programs NAIT have for September?
So that goes back to what I was originally saying, to apply when applications open.
Yes.
The earlier you apply, the more chances of securing that seat early. As we are seeing, the classroom sizes are small to provide that one-on-one, to avoid being put on that wait list. If you are on the wait list, it is not going to be end all. There is still opportunity. Movement does occur. Unfortunately, there's not to say that you're guaranteed off of the wait list, but to keep monitoring the My NAIT portal, to work with the counselors here at Jain overseas so that they can help you.
And those who want to apply to NAIT, there is a $100 application waiver and only $50 fee will be charged from students who apply through us. Till what date, ma'am, this offer is?
March 31st.
So March 31st. So September 25 and January 26 applicant can apply
That's
also.
right. Yeah.
Thanks a lot, ma'am. And in the end, I just want to ask about the scholarships, because a lot of students from here are asking about the scholarships. Maybe there is no and might not be interest scholarship, but once students enter in the college, do some scholarship exist in terms of percentage? And second is, do NAIT organize some kind of a placement activity for the students in co-op or after doing their course completion?
So, first of all, we do have entrance awards for new students. They are not scholarships. We have very limited entrance awards. ਜਦੋਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ apply ਕਰਦੇ ਆ, even before you're accepted to a program, you can log into your portal and you can see the list of the awards, and you can check to see the eligibility requirement, to see whether you're eligible or not. It could depend on your academics, other community involvement. It could depend on a lot of factors. If you're eligible, you can apply. The amount can be as small as $500, but it can be as big as $2,500 to $3,000. That's an entrance award. And then scholarships, you will be eligible in your 3rd semester onwards. So ਜਦੋਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਪਹਿਲਾ ਸਾਲ complete ਕਰ ਲੈਂਦੇ ਹੋ, if you really do well and you get a high GPA, then yes, you are eligible for scholarships. We have a scholarships and awards team at NAIT. You can also get their guidance and advice, but you can also go online and find that information. And the second question was about co-op. Yes, most of our programs do have the co-op option. ਜਦੋਂ ਹੁਣ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਦੇਖੋਗੇ, if you go onto the website, you will see when you're applying, you'll get 2 options. You will see computer engineering technology normal, and then computer engineering with co-op. So it is your choice. जेड़ा co-op option है, it's a little more expensive than the tuition fees. थोड़ी सी ज़्यादा है. But the co-op, usually its program area is the best to give you more information. But from what I understand, your co-op happens in between your second and third semester. So once you've completed your semester 1 and 2, which is your first year, जेड़ा थोड़ा 4 months the break आंदा है, that is when you become eligible for your co-op. Some are paid, some are not paid, so it really depends to केड़ा program select किता है.
And when I went to NAIT a year ago, I see a lot of placement activities over there. Do they still exist at the campus after this so much turnaround what is going on in international
We
students?
do have job fairs. जब ਅਸੀਂ job fair करते हैं, we invite all the different employers. They come to the campus, so the students get an opportunity to connect with them, to network with them, and individually also with their programs. Because मैं क्या सीखा कि because we work very closely with our industry partners, right? So they have a very big role to play with all of our programs, even our curriculum. When we show it to them and we get their feedback, because we want to stay latest with the market, with whatever is happening. So individually also direct programs and instructors here, they call the employers and they give time, they introduce them to the students, and the employers talk to the students, and if they like you, you're very bright, you connect with them. Sometimes they can just say, hey, why don't you come, work part-time with me? So I've heard of many such stories. So yes, we do not directly place a student, but we give them so many options where they can they get those opportunities.
And आज के students को यही सब चीज़ें चाहिए, so that he can get placed, he can get some jobs, because students from India, their primary objective apart from studies, getting a good placement, so that leads to their settlement over there. Thanks a lot, ma'am. Thanks, Rupinder, ma'am. Thanks, Farzana, ma'am, for sparing time and visit Jain overseas from all the way from Canada.
The pleasure is ours.
Thanks a lot.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
Thank you.